3 rounds in the ACC strawweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. She represents Team Budokan, Krista Hannaford. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. She represents Black Hole BJJ, Fatima Kline.
This is it, Fatima.
We got our second female fight of the night.
And once again, they came out throwing.
These girls are coming out swinging. Fatima right into the clinch. She has a strong jiu-jitsu game, so she takes it to the ground. It's a good spot for her. Working that, trying to work that takedown off the cage. Hannaford's doing a good job fighting off the takedown, turned it around, now has Fatima against the cage. A little back and forth action on the cage. Fatima got her back to the cage. Kind of rallying back and forth for position here. Both ladies working the knees nicely.
And both fighters relentlessly looking for a takedown here.
Hannaford has the double unders there, looking for that push-off. Lots of back and forth action against the cage here. Now, Hannaford working those nice knees.
Good knee inside by Hannaford.
Working back and forth. Hannaford's really working those knees against the cage. Now Hannaford has her back against the cage. Up, Fatima
Joe,
has
how
control.
physically exhausting is it being in a clinch for almost a full round?
Oh, that's the most exhausting part of the game is the clinch fighting off the cage. It's you fight so much for every little inch of position.
Be interesting to see the start of round number 2, who the fresher fighter is.
Absolutely, it's going to be who spends more time training in the clinch. Fatima dropping down for that single leg. Let's see if she can pull it out. She got the leg hook. She got to pull her off the cage to finish that. Hannaford has strong takedown defense. Let's see if Fatima can lock her hands here. She can get that double leg.
Almost has the hands
She
together.
has the hands clasped. Let's see if she can get it. Oh, nice. Fatima finished that takedown right at the end of the round. Hannaford throwing those up kicks. All right. Kline finished the round on top.
That takedown is massive on the scorecards for the judges, because that was a pretty even round up until that point.
Yeah, I think the takedown might give her the round there. Because they were just back and forth for position against the cage. Pretty even round, and then Kline got the takedown at the end and controlled it.
And Joe, from your experience, is it more tiring defending a takedown or looking for a takedown?
It depends on how relentless you're going after those takedowns, but a lot of times you'll see you know, wrestlers come in, and sometimes after that first round, if they're going takedown after takedown after takedown after takedown, if they're not conditioned for it, they come in and they're going to be a little bit more tired. But both these ladies were fighting off the cage, so it's really going to come down to who trains more against the cage and is used to that grind. Kline has a strong jiu-jitsu background, so that might work to her advantage in being fresher.
Certainly both ladies' cardio is going to be tested here as we enter round number 2.
And they both look pretty fresh coming into round 2.
And Kline light on her feet.
Bouncing around.
Hannaford as well.
Throwing kick for kick. And we're back against the cage. Kline looking for that single leg. She has that leg hooked. Hannaford with that strong defense though. She has to spin her around to her right to get that takedown. She has the right idea, just a little bit off on the mechanics there. Let's see.
And Hannaford doing a good job of keeping her from finishing this takedown as she's working on a single here.
Absolutely. Kline's going hard after that single though. She has it, it's just.
She's got to watch her neck here.
Yep. Hannaford might be looking for that arm in guillotine. Nope. Kline back in for that double leg. She has her hands clasped this time. Let's see if she gets it.
There it is.
Nice takedown. Kline's in the close guard of Hannaford. Let's see how she is off her back. Hannaford working those up kicks, not letting Fatima get in on those, you know, to work her jiu-jitsu game. So watch those push kicks a little bit, kind of throw out her knee. The ref might stand it up if no action's happening.
And Kline is looking, she's talking to the ref. She's saying she got kicked in the head.
Yeah, you probably not the best time to kind of have that conversation.
Yeah. I could think of a bunch of other times where that would be suitable, but.
Yeah. I mean, but then the other side of it, Hannaford didn't take advantage. She kind of let her talk and then continued when she was done. Kline has excellent control here, has her kind of pinned against. Hannaford has to work that wall walk a little bit, try and get back up to her feet.
And the corner of Kline is calling for Khabib.
Yeah, they're looking for that step over into the mount, or the leg trap.
Yeah, exactly. Looking to trap both legs in between there. Khabib's just okay at it, though.
Yeah, not
right.
too good, yeah.
Not the greatest wrestler in Khabib.
Kline's definitely doing a good job of controlling the top game here. Hasn't been able to pass over yet, though. Oh, cage door kind of opened up a little bit. At least the round was over.
Yeah, exactly. Almost kicked her through the cage. But lock those doors up, fellas.
I think what happened there was the round ended, and she kicked her off as they were going to come in. So it's just bad timing to land on the door.
Exactly. So you got to think it's 2 rounds to nothing Kline right now. Those takedowns could be the deciding factor as we go into round number 3.
I'd agree. Let's see how Hannaford comes out. You know, she has strong defense against the cage. Let's see if she lands a takedown of her own and, you know, what her top game is like.
Absolutely.
She's doing a good job defending off her back, but isn't really making enough happen to give it for the judges to give it to her.
And she's got to avoid Hannaford just getting her hands on her. She should be really more active in the center of the cage, look to work her jab, and kind of keep her off her. Because every time she goes to that cage, she does a great job for a minute and a half of defending the takedown, and eventually she winds up on her back. So as we enter round number 3 here between Hannaford and Kline, and we're underway. And they touch.
We're going kick for kick.
There we see Kline letting her hands go a little bit.
Kline's throwing some hard rear leg kicks, but Hannaford's answering. Oh, a question mark kick there. Beautiful double leg by Kline. She ate some shots on her way in, but went straight in for that double leg. Now she's in the guard of Hannaford. Oh, lift her up. Slam to open the guard. Beautifully done. Hannaford's looking to get up. Fatima, Hannaford's back to her feet.
And Kline, outstanding job of getting back to her feet.
Hannaford's, she's looking to, she's locking up the Kimura.
Kline looking to take the back here.
And she can get that Kimura lock. It's an interesting position here. Yeah, it looks like she's trying to wrap up that standing Kimura up. She let it go.
Good knee by Kline.
Kline has Hannaford pinned up against the cage, looking for that double leg again. Her head's a little bit low. Hannaford, Kline is relentless with these takedowns, but Hannaford's not giving in and just keeps fighting them off. Back to open space. Hannaford's teeing off.
Hannaford letting it go here.
Kline is back in for that clinch.
Great decision by Kline to tie her up.
Excellent decision. Hannaford was teeing off there for a minute.
And an absolutely much better round here for Hannaford.
Kline looks content, just kind of holding her, grinding her out against the cage at this point. Looking for that double again. Nice spin out by Hannaford. Now Hannaford's controlling the against the cage.
Yeah, very good round for Hannaford. As Kline has her hands clasped.
Both ladies throwing knees back and forth.
Great fight.
Excellent fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision, Fatima Kline.
I know, she was a little like humility. Toned her down, yep. Agreed, 1000%.
God saved me and he created me a new person, a new MMA fighter. And I give all the glory to him.
Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to?
Most importantly, God for saving me, my family, my friends who came out to support me. I love you all.
Give it up for the viewers.
The witness was on my back, got from cancer, and she was going to be here at my fight last year. Can't wait to roll with her in heaven.
Fatima Kline, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to